What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Vagabond, we're getting into it. Chapter 2, Chapter 3. We'll keep it at 2 chapters for maybe like till the end of the year at least, get us through the month of December. It'll give me a good idea of how lengthy the chapters are. Is it text heavy? Is it more image heavy? If it looks to be about average, like nothing too crazy, then we'll jump to our regular like we did for Berserk, do 3 chapters, a reaction. Not much to really recap or talk about with the first chapter. Got introduced to 2 characters, and I've been told that this is going to be regular, like Vinland Saga, regular humans. I mean, of course, you're probably going to have some that are seem to be more skilled in fighting than others, but there's no power system, no demon spirit, nothing reincarnated taking over. Just regular humans. So that should make for interesting things. It definitely, I guess, lessens the mysterious or kind of the theory crafting on like, oh, what is that ability, how does that get countered, what is this person able to do, X, Y, and Z. So you kind of lose that aspect, but for how great it is, I'm sure it's going to make up for it in other areas. Everybody seems to be excited about it. Just off rip, that first chapter, I can't remember if I was like that for Berserk, but maybe if I went back and looked at it now, had I done Vagabond first and then read Berserk's first chapter, I was pretty hype after that first chapter. Like I could have binged a couple chapters after that. I can't remember if I felt that same way after I read the first chapter of Berserk, but maybe if I did them in reverse, I probably would. The art style, just off rip, that first chapter looked insane. I think I've been told, because I asked this, you guys gave me, like Chainsaw Man and JoJo's, like they have colored, in Bleach have colored mangas. Some people said that there are Vagabond colored versions out there, but then I also had people at the same time tell me that it's to be consumed in the typical black and white. Like it just is consumed. It looks better that way. So you guys let me know with that. And then I had some of you guys suggest, like, oh, read it with this, because there's no official Vagabond soundtrack. There's no OSTs. There's no movies. There's no anime. So we're kind of just playing whatever. I had some people suggest me things, and I looked them up. They didn't seem copyright free to me. So if anybody has any kind of like manga reading soundtracks that they listen to when they're just kind of binging through manga, or any, I guess, like sad, depressing soundtracks that you guys listen to, but they have to be copyright free, or YouTube is going to snatch that shit. So right now we got one song that we're just going to loop. I'll try to sprinkle in other ones as we go. But yeah, Patreon members, you guys will see this weeks ahead. We're going to do the same thing. Mondays and Fridays will be the Vagabond uploads. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go over here. Let's press play on that. Lowered in my headphones because that about blew out my ears. Okay, cool. Cool. You guys should be able to hear that. We're recording. You guys should be able to see my mouse. All right. And how are we? Well, let's hold on. Some of these characters might not be alive here in the next couple chapters. So I want to say, make sure I'm pronouncing these names right, but who's to say that they're even going to be alive? Hopefully this watermark is fine. I didn't have any YouTube issues with it, but if you guys know that I can just like, if we can click that off, let me know and I'll click it off. But it doesn't look like it's too impeding, but you guys will have to let me know. Takezo, where are we? Oh, they survived the night. So who was that girl then? Why did they just start like puking? I mean, just pure exhaustion maybe. Takezo, where are we? At least we're still alive. Okay, both are still alive at the moment. Just making sure that the mic is picking up. It should be. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me. I mean, them going crazy with the first couple pages in color is like a pretty great touch, because it gives you and I love it when Berserk did it too. I mean, Berserk would give you one, but it gives you an idea of like what they go for, what the author wants color wise. Because I've seen some people, like when their mangas first and their like animes come out, like some mangas don't give you colored panels at all. Like Berserk will just give you like a teaser of like, oh, Shirka's got green hair and this and yada yada. Like you don't get any of that. So when you see them in the anime for the first time, it's like, holy shit, like that's the color, scheme, the color palette they're going for. So it's kind of nice. Takezo, are they alive? Where did the girl come from? That's so crazy how we just like fade into black. All right, now we're here. What's with the Takezo. Oh, he's just up enjoying life. I thought it might be nice to have a drink together. Come on, have a drink. Oh, he's just drinking and eating, fully recovered, huh? We're going, Matahachi. We're healed. You idiot. We have to thank them before we leave. Why do I have a bell on my wrist? What the hell's going on here? Not only did they save us, they gave us shelter for days. And we're fugitives. Do they know that we're fugitives? You're welcome to stay as long as you please, Takezo. Takezo? Takezo? We're going with Takezo. I heard that they're still cracking down on fugitive soldiers. Because all the generals of the West haven't been captured yet. One of you should marry Akemi and stay here for good. Which one do you prefer, Akemi? She's the one that found... Akemi's the one that found them, I think. Are they trying to get her married off? No, I can't. My, you're confident. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I have... There she goes again. She refuses to grow up. Yeah, okay, they're just trying to get her married off. Why is he out here plucking mushrooms when they're out here, like, feeding us? Feeding us. Does he just not want to owe anybody anything? What are you doing? Crimson mushroom? Panther mushroom? Poisonous? Lethal? You're trying to kill us, Takezo. He doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe that's what they threw up from, was all the mushrooms. Why don't you ask me any questions? About what? How we make a living? Why do I care about that? My age? Where my father? Why I live in the mountains with my mother? That's her mother? They look the same age. Why I wear these bells? Oh, I'm assuming this is what everybody that they come across ask her all these questions, so she's wanting to know why he isn't. Because we don't care? I see. Matahachi's been asking you questions. Every day, relentlessly. How old are you? 15? Kind of small for your age. How old are you? 17. 17? That's 17. Looks like a grown-ass man. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were more like 30. Anything else? What were you doing that night you rescued us? And she just... What, do they just keep the bells on her because she gets lost? And that area full of corpses. What's this? Swords? What are all these swords doing here? They probably collect all these from the dead bodies in the mountains and shit. There's so many. Why did she bust up in there like that? You found them. Is this the mother? We're thieves? So they just what? Just go steal shit off of dead bodies and try to sell it or flip it or what? After every battle, we go to the fields and collect swords, armor, anything we can sell for money. She's not gonna, like, slit her throat, is she? We strip them off the corpses, and that's how we make a living. What's wrong with that? Nobody said... Nothing wrong with that. Sure, make your money. Any other questions? Who's that? Is that your father, maybe? Well, he looks like he's in his 30s. I'm gonna assume it's the father. Akemi? Stop. That's... Okay, let's see if we can get this. Sujikaze Tenma? We're gonna go with Tenma. The man who killed my father... Oh. But he said Akemi. So he knows her, and he just hangs around here? Because he acknowledged that was her throwing shit. And he just hangs around this place on the regular, or what? Alright, next chapter. Akemi, you went to Segihara again, didn't you? The Tujikaze gang won't put up with this sort of crap. You tell Oko that I'm warning her. I'm gonna call it right now. These two are gonna end up throwing hands to the death. Just gonna put that out there. So does he come by because he cares about the girl and the mother, or does he just come because if he killed the father, like what? And the question is, how did he kill the father? Did he just bust up in their house and took out the man and say, okay, now you guys pay me, so like he doesn't have to work type shit? Or was it like on the battlefield, like, okay, he killed your father, but like maybe he feels bad so he looks out for them? I don't know. I'm sure we'll find all that out. Hey, is that all of it? There's more. Alright. Why didn't you tell me sooner, Akimi? Amazing, all of this stolen from battlefields. Damn. What a collection. That's most of it. That should be good enough to fool Tenma. What do you mean fool Tenma? What do we... Fool what? Did we forget that one? I mean, we're gonna need a blade. I've been told this is about a swordsman, so... Let us pick one out, right? Is that just a wooden stick? Take it easy, Takezo. Would you like to have that, Takezo? Okay, no, maybe it's just sheathed. He said, yep, I want it. I must say, even just an oak... okay, I was about to say, makes you look more manly. I was about to say, it's not. I was like, oh, it's sheathed. No, it's just a... It's just a wooden sword. So, can I have it? I want something too. Takezo, let's leave this place. Oh, shit. And where would you go? I don't want any sake. We're going home to the village of Miyamoto in Sakushu? You're not going to leave, are you, Takezo? Be a man and drink some sake. Come on, Takezo. Yo, mother's losing it here. I have a fiance back home. I'm a stud. Oh, you do? As he starts chugging, I see. Sorry for keeping you here then. Well, I won't stop you if you leave by yourself. Did he just pass out? Takezo, you're pathetic. Oh, he's having dreams of his father. Where'd she go? Mother's gone. You sissy, you're no longer to think of her as your mother? You little bastard, don't give me that look. Oh, here we go. The old abusive father/father figure, eh? You got the eyes of a beast? Takezo? I mean, he just can't keep passing out, bro. Come on now. What is it? You're such a bore? You must know how I've been looking at you? Of course. She's over here bricked up. Can't you feel it? I don't even know if he's even had any female interactions in his life. Uh-oh. Am I going to need to darken this out? Is this stuff we're going to be able to show here? What's going on? Oh, he got the hell up out of there. It's the... Oh, they've... What do y'all want? And that's how it ends? I'm very curious. Because the girl seems to be a little bit of a mysterious enough character that she might hang around for a little bit, might even join us if we do leave and what have you. So I don't think her time ends anytime soon. She could. I mean, this little gang here could just show up and kill everybody in there, and the only one that escapes is Takezo, and who knows. Now, I mean, like we said, he fought off multiple armed men in chapter 1. Is that where the skill is coming from? The training with his father? Now we're going to have to find out what happened with his mother and all that type of stuff. And again, I don't know if this girl continues longer than these next couple chapters. Like, do they just walk in here and kill it and we never find out about that girl's backstory or her father or anything like that? And what is she saying? That should be enough to fool Tenma. Fool him, like, what are they trying to... I don't know what they have going on here. Like, does he check in on the stores of armor and swords and shit that they collect? Like, what are we fooling him about? Absolutely no idea. I'm trying to think of what was the best panel. I mean, some of the colored shots are kind of cheating, but they do look pretty great, I won't lie. Yeah, I'm interested to find out more about the girl. And this is supposed to be her mother? I mean, she doesn't look much older than 17 either. I guess the mother's trying to marry her off. He says he's engaged. I think that's incorrect. Maybe he's telling the truth. I don't know. And maybe this is what they were throwing up from. He's just over here feeding them random mushrooms and shit. And 15 and 17. And then the other guy sees them. Because he speaks to her. And he sees us there too, does he not? I'm pretty sure he sees us both there. Yeah. Dude just comes walking in. And he sees both of us because he talks directly to us. At the beginning of chapter 3. Yeah, he does. Okay, so he sees us. Doesn't seem like he's threatened by anything or anything too crazy like that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if they work with Tenma, they like give him a cut of the things that they steal and sell. I don't know. We'll kind of see if we end up getting that. Honestly, I think I liked the shots of Tenma the best. I'm sure we're gonna have crazy iconic shots of Tenma as we go. So we'll try to include some other characters in here. I mean, that's a pretty great shot, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see. I mean, that's kind of where we're at. That's pretty much the only plot and story stuff we have at the moment. We'll see what's up with the two girls. If the other one even ends up surviving. I can see the girl hanging out with us a little bit. I don't know why they keep bells on. I mean, I'm sure she likes to wander around and shit. But if she's ever not... I don't know. Does she not come back? Do we need to know where she is? Like, who reels her in anyway? Her random, horny, drunk mother goes out there and finds her? It doesn't seem like much. So we'll see what the relationship is with... It was Tenma and his Blue Rhino Dolphin gang, Iron Chain Knights shit that they've got going on. I just feel like they're going to end up throwing hands. And of all the swords up there, he takes the wooden oak training tool, essentially. We could have had his pick of the litter up there, but we'll leave it there and see what happens. Appreciate it, everybody. We're getting into it. I know we got like, what, another 315, 20 plus chapters to go to get to another unfinished story, but we'll see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,